Okay, here is my Triumph Daytona Super 3. Um, Original displacement was 885, but this is pretty much as far as you can push this motor without having to do anything insane. I think it's around a 955 now. Um, I'm going to show the Remus Grand Prix exhaust, which is this. I plan on switching back to these bikes. Originally came with a 3 and a 2 header, and I plan on switching back to that. So right now this is a 3 and a 1. I don't really, I mean, the pipe looks good. It's a little too big. I kind of want to go to a smaller pipe or a high pipe, but I really want to switch to the 3 and a 2. So this is kind of a reference point of before and after. My bike is a little dirty. I'm actually going to clean this up after. I got some oil and stuff on there. I need to get that off bad. The bike is going to make anywhere from, I think it was supposed to be like 145 horsepower to the tire. The motor was built by a guy named Matt Capri. So it's not your average 95 Triumph. Tires are pretty much shot on both of them. Need to get some new ones. But yeah, I'm making this video to show before, and hopefully the after will come in a little bit. Plus I'm bored today, so I figured it'd be a good day to do it. This is going to be a cold start, so it's going to be a little hard probably to get going. Because I just got back from MotoGP and I didn't ride this bike down there. Rode a 1982 GSX 1000 Katana instead, but I'll go ahead and try and get this thing going. And Jeremy, this is mostly for you, because you haven't heard this bike yet, and I know that maybe you're curious to know what it sounds like. I don't know, but you're a damn BMW. I have to show you this one. Fuel down carbs. That's expected. If I ride this thing like regularly every day, it would be harder to start, but it's gonna fire up here shortly. Just gotta get the fuel down to the carbs. Oh, the bike originally made 110 horsepower at the crank. I do have the build sheets to prove that the work that this thing has got done to it. I had a Triumph Daytona 955 which made 135 at the crank, and this bike is definitely faster than what that one was, and this one weighs probably 50 pounds more than that one. There isn't a real choke on this motorcycle, so I used the cruise control instead once it got going, which is just this little knob right here. You can just twist it. And that obviously wasn't a factory thing, that's aftermarket. But I'll show you some more carbon fiber. There's carbon fiber here. Bike is pretty decked out carbon fiber. Okay, gotta do it one more time and it'll be good to go. Just gotta rev it this time. Uh, Listen for the carbs chirping. I'm gonna put it kind of close to it, so hopefully you can hear that. But the bike sounds like it's just sucking in so much air through these carbs. So let's see if we can get that. Okay, I heard it on here, but I don't know if the camera will pick that up. There you have it. Probably one of the most tastefully modified Super 3s in the world. I think they only made the Super 3s for like 2 years. I think it was 95 and 96. This is a 95. The numbers that I found said that only like 150 of them, I think, were imported to the United States. So this motorcycle is extremely rare. Originally, it was meant to be all stock from the previous owner, who was the only owner besides me. But what happened was we were going down to Mid Ohio, and I was a kid, and I've known this guy my whole life because he's a really good friend of my dad's. The motor blew up, so that's when he decided to ship it off and do all sorts of awesome stuff. There's Öhlins suspension on here, so it's adjustable. I probably need to adjust it now as I slimmed down a little bit. But there she is. I hope I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm sure it sounds good on camera. At least I hope so. I'm recording it with my GoPro Hero 3, and that thing does kind of have a shitty microphone, but we'll get the job done. I'll get some of me riding on it soon. Show you some acceleration, turns, maybe a wheelie or something, maybe not. I don't know. This bike, it looks like you can't wheelie it, but you actually can. It's pretty wild. But it's too hard on the fork seals. The fork seals on this are already leaking pretty bad, and I'm going to get those replaced this week, and I'm going to hopefully put some Michelin Power Pilot tires on this week as well. I'm running Continentals right now, and then I want to get rid of I want to get away from this 3-in-1 header and go back to 3-in-2 and run dual M4s, or maybe I'd really like to run dual works exhaust, the stainless stubby ones. But there she is, guys. I'm going to go ahead and clean her up a little bit.